Here we are. Kind of a cute little thing here. Sparks, which is the ugly sibling of Reno, which you can kind of see in the distance. This is the Nugget Resort. There's something else over here, and then once you get to the Reno Strip, that's when you're in budget Las Vegas. I know there's a Circus in Reno. I think there's other of the famous Las Vegas casinos here too. I do kind of want to go and play some poker. I also want to try and like busk a little bit and see if I can make some money. See if I can lose that money playing poker. Hopefully come out of here with more money than I had coming in. But if not, oh well. Once I've lost as much money as I can stomach, I will try and get out of here again. This yard does not seem that easy to hop out of. It's kind of small and there's kind of a lot going on. But these are intermodal containers. I'm pretty sure this yard is like an intermodal thing. Like they do something with the intermodals here. I don't know what exactly, but mix them up and switch them around or whatever. I wouldn't mind actually getting a room at one of these hotels. It's still probably a little too expensive for me to just want to do it off rip, but like I was saying, if I can make some money, then I might not feel too bad about it. I was looking online at the prices, and there's a lot of them that were like $20 or $30, and I'm like, there's no fucking way. That's definitely some sort of deceptive, like, that's the super discounted price if you have some sort of special thing. But the normal price is probably like $60 minimum. That's what it usually is. Big bright signs, tall buildings. There's going to be a whole lot more of that over this way. I mean, you can just barely see the tops of some of the buildings. Like, I mean, not really from here, but I don't know. I saw some earlier, and when I was coming in on the train, you could see some bright neon. Yeah, I don't know exactly what's going to happen here, but it should be fun. Alright, time has come to find a place to sleep. And I found this little pocket back here. It's kind of hard to get to. There's some sort of Nevada State Veterans Home over here. So I don't know what that is. Maybe it's like a retirement home for veterans or something. Maybe it's a community center, I don't know. But I don't know how strict they are about things like camping around here. When I was coming in on the train, I saw a bunch of tents set up by the tracks, and I thought this might be the way to get back there. I'm not actually sure anymore, but there's a lot of stuff back here. So I mean, I could just like set up along one of these fences, or I could go back by those trees over there. Just gonna try it out, see what happens. Hopefully nobody cares. Sparks Municipal Court Community Work Program. So that's at least partially what this area is. Obviously the fence right here is a little more exposed. There's a bike. Might indeed be somebody here. Doesn't look like they're in right now, but there is somebody's stuff there. All right, it's next morning. I'm gonna take a chance here and hide my stuff more or less in plain sight. But you know, it's I think it blends in okay. If you get close, it's like you can see the red of the sleeping bag. It's one thing I really don't like about that sleeping bag. It's so bright red, you can't really hide it. But I'm just going to take the sort of minimal stuff, leave most of this stuff behind. None of this is really valuable anyway, so if it gets stolen, I could probably replace it all pretty easily. And it's also not stuff that people really are going to want to steal anyway, so all my valuables will be with me. It's about the best you can hope for. Alright, one full day of being at the library later. Everything seems to be intact, so that's nice. Yeah, I'm in the recharge phase right now. After having such an exciting day on the rails, I'm just taking my time right now. I'm editing this video, and once that's done, I can focus myself a little bit more on what I'm doing next, which is busking, potentially gambling, and then getting myself out of here before I lose everything, hopefully. I'm not really much of a gambler, to be honest. I really like poker, but poker is only sort of gambling. It definitely is gambling, but you get to choose how much you want to gamble. You know, which I guess is not that different from most other casino games, but it's at least more fun to me. Jesus Christ, it is hot out here. Yeah, I think I'm getting a hotel room tonight. It's just too much. Definitely not staying at this spot because it's too far away from everything. I have to like walk every morning. It's just too hot to be walking. It wasn't that bad like when I first got here, but it's getting hotter. Yeah, I still have quite a bit of money left actually, which is nice. I have enough to get a hotel room for one night at least, but yeah, I don't have enough to be spending it all willy-nilly. As long as I can get a hotel room for like, you know, preferably like $60 would be that would be ideal. Probably go up to like 80. I don't know if I'd want to go all the way to 100. That would leave me with almost nothing. But yeah, got to do something because this heat is completely killing me right now. There's the Nugget. That I think is going to be my destination. I think I didn't actually look at it. I looked at it the other day. I think the rooms here are relatively cheap, so that's what I'm going to go for. Be nice to get a shower for sure. Sleep in a bed. You know, have some running water so I can brush my teeth and shave. Just all these little creature comforts that you take for granted. Alright, well, rooms at the Nugget are like $300, so not going to be doing that. And in fact, I looked around and there's really no hotels in here around Reno for less than like 120 tonight. It is Friday, so that makes sense. Last time I looked, it was like Wednesday. So yeah, I suppose that makes sense. There's different pricing on the weekends. That really sucks. But I think what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to go down to the downtown Reno, and I'm going to do some busking. It's been a while since I did that, and I could use the money. I mean, I'm not in dire need of money, but if I do want to get a hotel, it would be nice to make, you know, some money to do that. Man, as soon as I step outside, it is so hot. I sat in there for like an hour at the Starbucks charging my shit, and eventually got kicked out. So, you know, gotta find somewhere else to go do stuff. Yeah, we'll figure that out. Yep, it's like 97 degrees outside or whatever. It's hot even in the shade. And the library closes at 6, so I got like, you know, 3.5, 4 hours till the sun goes down. I don't want to be out in the sun basically at all, so I'm just gonna fucking chill in the shade as much as possible until the sun goes down. Alright, the sun has gone down. It's still fucking hot. I'm still carrying a lot of weight on my back. And I don't really know. The heat just like takes it out of you, man. It's like I don't want to do anything. I can't really like think properly. Kind of just want to get to somewhere where I can set up for the night, and I want to be somewhere where there's something close by that has air conditioning. So I mean, the library's been my saving grace thus far, but there's nowhere around here that I can actually sleep. So I'm kind of just, there's some stuff like south of town, but it's pretty far, and the buses aren't running right now, or at least the bus that goes down there directly isn't. I don't really want to pay for like 2 different buses. I don't really want to pay for one bus. So I think, I don't know, I think I'm just gonna go down to the area that I've been going to and see if I go a little bit further, if there's anything down there, sort of by the river, that is close to like a McDonald's or a Starbucks or something. Or hell, maybe I will just walk all the way down to the south side of town. If I get there and I don't see anything appropriate, maybe that's what I'll do. Well, I ended up under this bridge, which, yeah, is not the cleanest, for sure. I don't know what these random shit stains are, but it's actually surprisingly comfortable. And it's in the shade, so I didn't wake up. It's like the first time in a few days that I haven't woken up drenched in sweat. So that's actually pretty nice. Today, I want to get a bus south to a Starbucks. It's way down there. Finish up this video, and then honestly, I don't know. Once I finish this video, I might just try and leave. It's, I was looking at the temperatures, and pretty much everywhere else is going to be better than here. It's like in the hundreds here, and it's going to be in the like high 80s further east. So, yeah, it'd probably be worth just like leaving. Maybe I can come back to Reno sometime. It's a cool place. I mean, you know, seems nice. It's just not the kind of place you want to be homeless in July. So maybe I'll come back sometime. Alrighty. Well, today was pretty comfortable. I'm surprised that there's any running water around here at all, but today was pretty comfortable, and I think this looks like a pretty good place to be for tonight. So Yeah, all right. It's gonna be nice and shady. Hopefully shouldn't get too warm in the morning or anything. Yeah, today was a pretty nice day. I pretty much managed to stay inside all day, so didn't have to worry about none of that. I feel like I can't leave Reno without doing at least a little bit of gambling. But I'm not really a gambler, you know. Part of me really just wants to leave. Another part of me does want to do something. I think it's the sort of thing where once I sit on it for a couple days, I'll realize one way or the other what I actually want to do. I feel like I really just don't have much to say, you know. I'm just kind of surviving right now. I'm lucky enough to have enough money to be able to coast on for right now. That's not going to be the case forever. Once I do get out of here, once I do get on another train, it's pretty much like there's nothing of note until Wyoming. Well, until I have to make a decision at some point because the line I'm on doesn't go through Denver. I kind of want to go down to Denver, but it's also not the biggest priority. It's probably a much bigger priority to get to Kansas City, where I could stay with my dad for a little bit. And then I want to go up to Chicago. I don't have anything to do in Chicago really, but you know, probably make another video being homeless in Chicago. And then I don't know, I guess keep going east. I don't know how long it's going to take to get there. I mean, trains are not really all that fast, you know. And I got a lot of distance to cover, even to get to Kansas City. A lot of distance. So, I mean, just the travel time alone is probably like, I don't know, like a week. And that's not including if we make stops, if I get off, spend a couple days in like Elko or whatever. Like Elko, and then somewhere north of Salt Lake City, I forget the name of the town, and then Wyoming, I think Cheyenne, Wyoming, is on the line. And that's where, if I wanted to go down to Denver, I would probably have to get off there and then find a way down from there, which I do. I don't know. It might be a good idea to go to Denver. Just like hang around Colorado for a little bit, you know. Might not be a bad idea. Alright. So, it's always nice when you can actually find a spot here that has everything you need right in one area. So where I'm staying basically is right here, under this bridge, and within pretty easy walking distance I have this Target right here, this Starbucks right here, and there's a bus that goes basically all the way up this road to downtown Reno. That's pretty nice. The last place I was staying just before this was down here. And let's see, I was down here. I was staying like right in this little area here, which was pretty nice and private, but in order to get anywhere really, I had to walk a whole long ways. I was kind of going back and forth to the library, which is nice because they had everything you need, really, including water to fill up on. But there wasn't really, there's like a Walmart down here, stuff like that, but it was still a lot of walking, and also there was no shade in this area, so you can see it's kind of flat. So the area I'm at right now is much better, and that makes things very convenient. Unfortunately, I can't stay here forever. I do eventually run out of well, I'll run out of money, and if I'm not making videos, that's not going to come back. So I'm going to keep going, keep making things interesting. I'm just like so this close to finishing this video. It's taken me a long time because I hate doing all the tedious work associated with that. Making the videos are fun, arranging them can be fun, but there's a lot of tedious stuff that happens behind the scenes, and that stuff's not that fun. So almost done with that. Once I upload that, I can decide where I'm going from there. Don't imagine I'll be in Reno for more than a couple more days, but for the remaining time that I am here, I'm glad to have found a nice little spot. So when I got back to my spot today, there's two dudes here, and I mean, they seem like they're cool. They both left, so I guess they're just kind of trusting me with their stuff, but I mean, I had some of my stuff laying here when I got here, so they seem like they're cool, so I'm gonna be cool. It's too good of a spot to have to yourself, I suppose, so oh well. Alright, well, I have nothing left to do here, really. I finished the video. That's uploaded. I keep saying what I want to do is I want to go downtown and busk and then gamble, because it's Reno. It's a big gambling town. But I don't really want to do it. That's a little weird. You say you want to do it, but then you say you don't want to do it. So what do you actually want to do? Well, I think I do want to make some money. And the gambling sounds nice, but it's kind of not my thing, you know. I like poker, but I'm also really intimidated by the casinos. I don't know what the like etiquette is or whatever. I don't know how the systems work in casinos. So I feel like I would just be going in there stumbling around like, oh, what's going on? How do I buy chips? Where's the poker tables? How do I? And then, yeah, I just don't really want to do that. So, I don't know. I definitely am going to go downtown because I want to get shots of all the, you know, the Reno, welcome to Reno signs. What is it, like best little town in the world or something? And then get some shots of the casinos and just, you know, see some of the classic Reno sites. And then I'll probably just head back over to the train tracks, see what I can do. Alright, here we are. This is downtown, more or less. Yeah. Got casinos. Somewhere over here is that famous arch. Gonna go get a look at that, and then I don't even have enough money to gamble right now if I wanted to. I really gotta save what I've got left. I could try and make some more money. It doesn't look that busy right now though. Probably gets busier after dark, if anything. It's a cool sign. Yeah, alright. So more casinos, more pretty colors, more kind of broken down weird buildings. And then the one thing Reno's somewhat famous for, which is a shitty sign. It's not fair. It's a pretty good sign. El Dorado Casino over there looks shiny. I'll probably just stick around here a little bit after dark just to see the lights, and then head back over to the train tracks. Biggest little city in the world. Honestly, I think that's pretty accurate as far as I've seen. It is a pretty small place. With a very interesting reputation. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money while you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Well, every gambler knows that the secret to survival is knowing what to throw away, knowing what to keep. 'Cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser, and the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. Apparently this building with the dome on top is the National Bowling Stadium. I like this bus statue too. It's got like built-in forced perspective. Makes it look like it's shooting up into the sky. Alright, I don't have much battery left right here, but yeah, this is turning out to be difficult. I've run into this situation before and I'm not exactly sure how to solve it, but the situation basically is I think I know where I need to wait for trains, but it's so far away from everything else, and also it's so hot out here that I'm finding it hard to actually put in any hours at that spot. So I've been thinking about what I need to do to solve that, and I think it comes down to, one, I need more battery life, because right now I can kind of like, I have enough battery on like in my battery pack and in my phone to last me like a night, basically a night, and then maybe the next day if I drain all the battery in my pack. But even then it's kind of like, it's more like a day and not a day and a half. So like every day I end up going back to the library or Starbucks or something where I can charge my phone, and that is taking time away that I could be spending at the spot. The next thing is it's so freaking hot out here. It's so hot. So I can't do anything during the day, basically. You know, you find a shady spot near the train tracks. I mean, it's actually, I haven't really found that. There's like a bridge over there that I might be able to use, but I haven't really found a good shady spot near the tracks. So I think mostly what that means is I need to do my waiting after dark. But then you run into all sorts of other issues of like, if I'm going to bed really late, then the sun comes up and like I start to get overheated as I'm waking up. And like if you're going to bed at like 2 and the sun comes up, like it gets hot enough to wake me up around like 7 or 8, then you're not getting much sleep. And I'm the sort of person who needs sleep. I don't function well on low sleep, so that's an issue. Yeah, so I'm thinking of ways to solve this, and I think what it might involve is just making some money, spending that money on like getting a new everything, basically. I mean, I kind of need a whole gear refresh. Like most of my gear it's got major holes in it. Like, where is it? Like this right here. I don't know how well you can see that. There's like a gigantic hole in my pack right there, and there's holes like kind of scattered around in my, you know, everything just has holes in it right now. And it's also just too much. I have too much shit on me. I need to lighten my load significantly. I think I need to get rid of my current sleeping bag because it's too bulky. It's designed for the winter, and it's way too hot out right now. Maybe even my tent. My tent's fine, but I could get a new one. So that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. I need to make some money. It's Friday today. I might just go busk like all weekend. I would love to busk all weekend. Obviously my willpower is just not great, because you've heard me say over and over this video that I want to go downtown and busk, but I haven't done it yet. Even when I was downtown and I had the opportunity, I didn't do it. So I need to get over that. And I think if I can get over that, and if I can just like start grinding out some hours this weekend, you know, I could make some money. There's no reason why I couldn't. I've occasionally gotten the question, like, what sort of stuff do you eat? And most of the time it's just these ramen packets by themselves. But every once in a while, it's actually not that expensive to upgrade a little bit. So I've got these ballpark franks, which were I think like $2 for that pack. And I've got some green onions, which are 50 cents for way more than I can ever use. Just kind of toss that all in the same cup and fill it just below the line with water. Put it on high. And that's like a pretty decent meal, honestly. I might make 2 of these if I'm feeling particularly hungry. But that's kind of my gourmet meal. And then other than that, it's like, you know, this stuff. Which is not great, but it is food and you don't have to really prepare it at all. You can just open it and start eating. But yeah, I'm using a lot of water. So I also do coffee, instant coffee. So using a lot of water because of all that, but that's not that bad. All right, well, I got out there for a few hours. I think I got out at 7 or 8, and it's 10 now. So I definitely could keep going, but like my voice gave out on me immediately. So I had to sing in the low register, which I think maybe kind of worked out, but it's definitely harder to hear anyway. It's a little crazy down here, so I'm gonna get back the other direction. I made $10, $2 in poker chips and a cigarette. That's my earnings for today. I think I'll try and stay out here longer tomorrow, and hopefully I can make a little more money than that. That was really awful for like the first few songs, but that's kind of just how it goes. So yeah, so I made $10. Bus ticket round trip is $4, so net profit of $6, I guess. I think I can definitely do better than that, first of all. Second of all, yeah, I need to do better than that. Because if I'm only making $6 a day, that's not really even enough. Like, I could probably make a bare profit off of that in the long term, after taking out my you know, food and whatever else. You know, I need to do laundry soon. That's gonna cost like $6, something like that. So, you know, after taking out all the regular expenses, like, you could at least make a living doing that, right? $10 a night's not great, but like for a couple hours work, it's not bad. And the better you get, I'm sure the more you'll make. But strangely enough, I don't think it's actually getting better at the instrument that's the thing. I think you need to get better at busking. So I think there's probably things that you can do as a busker to make more money. You know, picking better spots is one thing. Interacting with the people coming by, like putting on a show more. I think my personality is not that well suited to entertainment, I guess, but I think I could get used to it. I think I could make something happen. Yeah, so I'm going back tomorrow. Maybe I'll go a little bit earlier, try and get a good spot. And there's one other guy there who was busking, and then there's a couple people who are like walking around giving out Bibles. I was a little worried that there was going to be some sort of like rules about where you can and can't busk, but it doesn't seem like it. It seems like it's pretty wide open. So that's cool. Yeah, go back tomorrow. Hopefully get more than $10. And see if I can't make this thing profitable. Because if I can make it profitable, then I can just stay here for a while, building up money. Of course, I don't want to stay here like months and months or anything like that, but you know, just see what happens. You know, I don't know. Maybe I can build something sustainable here, and get enough money to accomplish some of my short-term goals, and then have an easier time getting out and moving forward. Well, I don't know. So obviously I've been staying in Reno a little bit longer than I wanted to. And to tell you the truth, I'm just kind of like, I'm content right now to just chill. It's kind of a, I don't know. So I mean, I've been thinking about quitting this kind of lifestyle that I've been doing, but at the same time, whenever I think about that, I start to realize, like, you know, there's no such thing as quitting. You're just trading one thing for another. So if I get a job, you know, what am I trading? Really? I get money, but probably not that much money, because I'm not going to quit this and go on to be a rocket scientist or something. It's going to be enough money to like cover basic expenses and maybe save up a little bit, but save up for what? What am I doing actually with that? With that move? I'm just trading one type of uncomfortable for another, really. You know, you get more money, but you're less fulfilled in life. I wouldn't necessarily say at this exact moment I'm feeling very fulfilled, but in general, you know, I prefer my life to be interesting. So, you know, quitting isn't really an option. It's just, you know, it's interesting. You gotta think about how you're framing things to yourself. I would like more money though, or like more consistent money, you know. I kind of hate this whole back and forth of like begging for donations and playing music on the street, feeling bad about myself. I guess at the end of the day, I just want what everybody wants, which is to not have to struggle. But that's not how life works. Life is inherently painful. It's inherently a struggle. You're always going to have to strive and work for what you want. So yeah, there's just no such thing as quitting, I guess, is the main point. All right, well, the clouds are looking pretty dramatic behind me right there. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, anyway, sorry. I've had a little bit to drink. Not that much, but this thing is 7%, so I guess that's something. So, yesterday was Saturday. I did not go downtown to busk. I really did just about nothing all day. You know, that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. Sunlight just blowing out the camera. Okay, there we go. But today I'm feeling a little more lively, so I think I am probably going to go catch a bus pretty soon here. The sun's starting to go down. Yeah, play some music. And, you know, hopefully I get some more money today. It's, my bank accounts are pretty much dry at this point. I'm reserving just enough money in one of them to pay my phone bill, which should be coming due soon. And then yeah, pretty much just living off of busking right now, which is fine. I'm actually fine with that. If I can live off of busking, I'm totally fine with that. Right now it's looking a little doubtful because I only made $10 last time, so I need to be making more than that per night. Probably like $20. 25 would probably be a good amount. And then yeah, and I can't really do it every night, you know, and especially because, you know, the downtown's not going to be that busy most days, but hopefully on weekends at least. I don't know, today's Sunday, so I don't know how busy it's going to be downtown. It's like technically a weekend, but also, you know, people got work on Monday and stuff, so like probably not going to be out gambling all night. But then again, gamblers are kind of built different, so maybe they will. never really know. It's kind of interesting. I'm kind of enjoying just kind of home bumming Reno for a little bit. Why not, you know? I haven't really had that experience yet. Like finding a place that's cool and just home bumming it, you know, trying to get enough money to survive and see the sights and settle down a little bit. You know, eventually I'll get back to the train hopping, but for right now I'm not really sweating it that much. I started off the night in high spirits, but then I went like an hour without making any money, and now I'm in less high spirits. Also, it seems like my voice really starts to give out pretty quickly, especially on Man of Constant Sorrow. Just like for some reason the register that you have to sing that in, it's like if I sing it at one octave, it's like on the upper end of my range. If I sing it at another octave, it's in the lower end of my range. And the lower one's more comfortable, but you also can't really hear it over the noise of the street and everything. So that kind of sucks. But you know, I just need to get out here more. I need to be like, you know, not have these off days. It's the green light. I can't be shooting green lights. Yeah, I don't know. But I got the Gambler down pretty well. That's a good one to know. And then I've got, you know, Man of Constant Sorrow, obviously, and then I've got Big Iron. I played a couple times tonight. It's a fun song, but I don't know. I need to get the lyrics a little more solid because I keep fucking those up. And then there's like, what else did I play? There's Long Journey Home, which is like it's a dead simple song, which is nice, but it's also kind of boring. I don't know. Let's keep working on it. So I've been camping the last 3 nights in this spot right here. It's basically just a big ravine on the north side of town. On top of this hill, you can just barely make it out. Over here is a Starbucks. Yeah, there you go. Basically, the only places people can see me from is like right here at the edge of this cliff, and then right over this way where there's the road. But you can basically only see me if you're like that guy walking along the edge of the road. But unfortunately, that does mean you can see me, and you know, haven't had any problems yet, but doesn't mean I'm not gonna. So I'm kind of wondering if it's might be a good idea to move. Go back towards the south side of town. I had a pretty good spot going there. You know, back in Sparks, there isn't really a good spot. I'll have to go back there eventually to catch the train, but I would really like to have some money before I do that. I don't really like the idea of heading out into the longest stretch of train hopping that I've ever done without having some sort of, you know, what do you call it, like a parachute or a escape hatch or a, you know, cushion. Cushion's probably the right word. So that's one of the reasons why I'm just kind of chilling in Reno right now. But I do need money, and it really seems like, I mean, you know, the busking is fine. I made $10 the first day. I made no dollars the second day. But I skipped Saturday, which is probably the best day to do it. So I could also be doing more busking like over at Walmart or, you know, any kind of retail store like that. They'll usually kick you out, but you know, you can still make some money before they do. On the other hand, I don't really like doing that, so I don't know. It's kind of a story of my life, really. I need to make some money, but I really don't like doing what I have to do to make money, so I would rather just sit around and spend as little money as possible to prolong the amount of time that I can just be a little lazy piece of shit. There's a better view of that ravine. Well, I should be able to see it from here. Not sure that I can quite make it out though, so I guess my stuff's more hidden than I thought. Well, I gotta say, I didn't know any of this was going on today. Somewhat unfortunate timing, because I was hoping to make some money. Probably still could. I mean, for sure there's a lot of people, which is good. I think I'm just gonna have to rethink my strategy a little bit, since there's gonna be all kinds of live music going on right here. I might have to move somewhere else nearby. I hope for a little bit of spillover. Alright, found a spot to set up. I was there for like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Made $15. Sun's still up, so obviously I got some time. I'm just gonna chill for a minute, regain my energy, and then I'll go back and see if I can make a little bit more. 15's already decent. It's something, but I really, want to get as much out of this as I can. Well, I don't think I've really recorded anything in like the last, well, I recorded some stuff yesterday at the downtown place, but just sort of in general, I haven't been recording a whole lot the last week or two. And I've just been stagnating a little bit, other than yesterday when I went out and made a little bit of money, which I've now bought some food with. Just kind of been stagnating. I'm partially okay with it, but it's also a little bit of the old internet addiction sort of cycle, where I don't even realize it, but I'm slowly spending more and more of my time just on my phone, on the internet, and then it becomes hard to break out of that. So even when I have things I want to do, I end up skipping that and just staying on the internet more, which is something I've dealt with off and on. So I know what I need to do to break that, but then part of the problem is I don't have like a clear path forward in general right now, so it becomes a little bit difficult to I need something else that I need to be doing with my time rather than being on the internet, but right now I don't really see that. I can always say that I need to be like busking for 10 hours a day or something like that, but it's not really realistic right now, and it's also not really how I want to be spending my time anyway. Busking's hard work. Yesterday I busked for like an hour, and then I decided to take a break. I hadn't looked at my phone. I felt like I'd been going for like 2 or 3 hours. So it's kind of more tiring than you might think, doing it for 10 hours a day. I'm sure there's people who do it, and it'd probably be a really good way to get good at music really fast, but I'm not the kind of person to do that. I need to occupy my time with a variety of things. I'm kind of enjoying just kind of, drifting around Reno and getting to know the city a little bit. Of course, I don't know it that well, but I've been to multiple areas of the city and found different little nooks and crannies to occupy. That's been kind of fun. Now I just need to decide for myself exactly what the next step is. How am I getting out of here? When am I getting out of here? What do I need to do first? Etc. etc. For right now, I'm looking for somewhere to sleep here. I don't know, you know, if I sit up down here, am I gonna get kicked out or whatever? It kind of seems like Reno's pretty relaxed with that sort of thing. Also, it looks like there might be, well, tomorrow's Sunday, so if there is construction going on, they probably won't be working tomorrow. So I could, you know, I can at least chill here for a minute, and then when the sun falls completely, I'll decide what I'm doing. Yeah, we'll see. I found the loveliest little pocket over here. There's some businesses over this way and there's some businesses over that way, but there's this river here which they couldn't build around, I guess, or didn't want to for whatever reason. There's the noise from the highway. Ow, getting stabbed. There's the noise from the highway, but there's shade, there's privacy, and really, what more do you want? And there's some beautiful, beautiful nature. So unfortunately, not really anywhere good to get in the water. Otherwise, I would maybe go for a swim. I wonder what that boat's doing there. Oh yeah, anyway, that's that. Alright, well, today I woke up and I took this day and I just put it in the garbage. I just went over to Starbucks and didn't have any money to buy coffee. I found just enough change in my pockets to buy some water, but I didn't do that either. So instead I just sat there. Somebody actually just offered to buy me a coffee. I didn't go up to anybody or anything. They just came up to me and went, "Hey, do you want a coffee?" I was like, "Hell yeah!" Because before that, I was feeling pretty bad, very tired, and the headaches were probably coming. And didn't quite get a headache, but I probably was about to. Yeah, so kindness of strangers is always nice, and I got some coffee. And then I proceeded to still do nothing with my day. It's fine. The Patreon pays out tomorrow, I believe, so that should be fine. Actually, it might be the next day, now that I think about it. I'm not sure. I'll have to check on that. But either way, I'm kind of just like giving up on life right now. Not in a real way, but just in a sort of, I don't really want to do anything kind of way. My hope is that because I did nothing today, I'll be extra motivated to do something tomorrow, but that's not really how that works. But I can always hope. After that last clip, I don't know why I didn't film any of this, but I walked basically from all the way from the south side of town all the way over to the east side of town. I basically made the decision that I'm going to just hitchhike from here. Yeah, I'm sorry about this video, honestly. I haven't really been doing anything. I came into town thinking I wasn't going to be here for that long, and then just gradually that got pushed back a little bit. I was going to busk, and then I didn't, and then I did, and then I was like, oh, maybe I can do this more, and then I didn't, and then I just kept sitting around, and I didn't want to film any of that, so I got out of the habit of filming things. And yeah, I don't know, it was kind of a weird video, but I think I'm gonna hitchhike from here, and I think I've made the decision that I'm gonna go back to weekly videos for now. yeah, so from here on out, it's weekly videos. I'm going to film a lot more. I'm going to film a lot of the stuff that, like, I have gotten used to, but probably other people still find interesting. The sort of setting up spots, finding spots, cooking, you know, just random stuff. So, yeah, hopefully going to get a little bit more into the video side of things again. But for now, I guess that's going to be it for this video. So I'll go ahead and read out the donations. I got $3.79 from Marcus. I think it was actually $4, but they took out some sort of tax or whatever. He said, much love and support. We have a lot in common. By the time you're reading this, I have gone on my first train hop from Vancouver to Kamloops. God bless. Safe travels. God bless you. I hope that went well. Please be safe. I don't really think anyone should be train hopping, if I'm honest, but like I am, so can't really say much about that. But yeah, thanks and good luck to you. Paul gave $20. Said, "Hey, don't talk down about your uke playing. It's a talent to be proud of. Keep playing and continue adding it into your videos." I don't know. It's not that hard. But thank you. I think I'm doing all right. P-Raw gave $12.27. Again, I think that was probably more like $12.50 or something. Said, hope this helps in any way. If you shout me out, just say P-Raw. My YouTube channel is Peddlin' Raw. Cheers, man. Smiley face emoji, fist bump emoji. Awesome. Check him out, I guess. I don't know. I assume you do some sort of bike content. Said Peddlin' Raw. Andrew gave $6. Alright, and he said alchemy is why I share 6 at a time. I don't know what alchemy is, but he was the guy last week who I said gave multiple $6 donations, so I guess there's some program he's using that makes it be that way. And then Kylie gave $5. Said not sure why, just thought it would be nice. Safe travels. Thank you so much. And that is very nice. I you know, usually after I put out a video I'll get some donations, and that's great, but the donations that come in between videos are like special because it's, you know, I'm not expecting it usually, so it's always nice to get a little $5 here and there, people saying hello. Yeah, so that's the donations. Links are down below in the description, and I will remember to put the QR codes up as well if you would prefer to use that. I always feel like there's something I'm forgetting to say in these videos or in these end slates. I'm probably forgetting something, but oh well. See you in the next one.